Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is an AMX 13F3AM. It's a Tier 6 French SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Kharkov and it's under the command of Dr. Dip. Now it's a 155mm howitzer mounted on an AMX 13-ton tank chassis, and the French actually built this and sold it to other countries. Yes, it's actually quite an effective little arty. It's very light. It had to be because it was going to be air transportable, and it's reasonably accurate. The only drawback is compared to the M44 and the Hummel, it's actually very slow to reload, 25.77 seconds. The M44 will load in about 15 to 16 seconds and the Hummel is about 18. But it's not bad tier 6. In fact, some people rather like it. In the stop gun form, you can actually go running around the battlefield at high speed and do quite a lot of damage to the enemy by derping them in the side, much like the FV304 used to. Well, that shot actually appears to have damaged the P43 Biz, because he has lost some hit points and he has been stunned. Okay, lining up another shot, this time on the Leo. Not loaded yet, but if the enemy gathers together in the corner, you might as well take advantage of it. He's loaded. Rounds out. And splashes the T71DA 417. And I think they're getting attacked from a different direction. Okay, there's a KV2. In fact, it looks like he's got the stock turret. Or has he? Looks a very odd shaped turret at the moment. It doesn't look like the normal ones. Weird. Okay, rounds out. Direct hit into his turret. There's a hole in the side of it now. I'm not sure if that was a pen, but it was a direct hit right on the target. And yeah, that KV2 just derped. So he's gone long reload. We've got a Hellcat over there. He made a very satisfying bang if you got the shell into the target. He's loaded, ready to go. Just lining up the shots. Fires the shell at that corner. Unfortunately, we don't get any damage, but as far as we can see... Oh, this is interesting. The Japanese heavy tank number 6, which is a Tiger exported to Japan. Okay, lining up his shots. He's working out where he's going. He's going through that pass. Rounds out. Direct hit right into the turret again. 240 hit points. He goes down immediately afterwards. So that's a nice bit of stun assist. Over on this corner, we've got an OI and a Tiger P facing off against our Oni. Unfortunately, their T71's decided to run through and get derped. Okay, so we now need to help. Oh no, that was an Amarak. Blew the turret off that Oni completely, but we put a round into the OI and we damaged the Tiger P in the process as well. I think they'll still be looking for that guy's turret for a long while to come. Now it's very difficult to actually fire into the city if you're an Arty player, because these buildings can be big obstructions. So if you ever see the red line appear, then you've obviously got an obstruction in the way. He's still focusing on these guys in the town, and something knocked down that pole. So there must be an enemy tank there, because we can't see the tank. If it was one of our teammates, we'd know it was there. So I think somebody's gonna just come around that corner. It was a Leo. Rounds out and lands next door to him. 238 hit points, and he goes down immediately. So that's more stun assist. We're one tank up on the enemy at the moment. There's an SU-100M1, there he is, and he's got his rear to us at the moment. And it looks like he got hit by somebody. Okay, trying to line up a shot on that Tiger P, but he pulls back. I've only got a partial reticule. There's the KV2. Expecting him to come out around that corner. We've got a Hellcat up on the lookout area. He might be able to spot him, but oh dear, this is the Su-100 M1's going after our Jagdpanzer 4. We're dialing in as fast as we can. Still going to be a few more seconds. Almost ready to go. Now, rounds out. Goes long and explodes behind the Su-100 M1. So I think Klaus would say that because we aimed at a Russian tank, the RNG says niet, and the shell does not hit the target. Now, this is where the mobility of the AMX 13F3 really is a benefit, because it means that you can run away from the enemy if you need to fairly quickly. And we've got guys up the other end of the map at the moment. They've cleared away the west side of the map. The enemy's still got 4 tanks up against R5, but it does look as if they're going to be getting the cap very shortly. And in the meantime, the enemy Arty, which is also an AMX 13F3, hasn't, well, he's stayed behind at the cap and he's got wiped out. That was a bit disappointing. He should have read the map and realised that his cap was about to get invaded. Well, that siren means our cap is being invaded at this moment. And we've got no shot on that OI, but there must be something in the cap, and the Hellcat's going back to have a look for us. So as soon as they he works out where the enemy is, then Dr. Dip can put a round in there. And hopefully he'll pick up some extra defense points. Hellcat's getting very close. He's sneaking up. I think he must be behind that mound of ice, because the Hellcat hasn't seen him yet. There he is. Line him up. Rounds out. Yep, that's the reset. And we picked up some stun assist, I think, or did we? Yes, we have now. Yep, I think the Su-100 is cooking, and he's now roasted. And that means there's only 2 enemies left, the Tiger P and the OI. And our guy is up the other end of the map, and unfortunately it looks like he's been reset by Tiger P, who doesn't want to come out in the open because he knows if he does, he's likely to get hit. Meanwhile, the OI is moving up through the trench, and he's a perfect target. Stop moving about, we want to nail you. 217, he's backing out of the trench, but he's under fire. This heavy tank does not react well to HE. I think if you buy an OI, you must be buying it with a warning notice saying, I expect to be hit by Arty a lot. Because you are just basically a hit point pinata. Rounds out. Well, that one just stunned him. It overshot and landed behind him. It was fully on target, you saw that, but RNG again said, no, I'm not letting you hit that target, and sent the shell somewhere else. Well, any second now he's going to be firing again, and hopefully RNG will say da this time. Rounds out. Yep, it did say da. Bolshoi da. Okay, oh, we just lost our Hellcat, and that's the end of the Tiger P. What a way to go, down to a potato thrower. That's what Klaus calls them anyway. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, this is a turn up for the books. It's a first class tank for Dr. Dip in the AMX 13F3 AM, but he also got his first mark of excellence in that game. Well done. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 9 in that one, and he also picked up a Confederate because he hit so many of the enemy that were then taken out by other teammates that, well, he earned himself the Confederate. Win 8 for the game, 3,477. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Leo. He got 2,123 hit points, but Dr. Dip picked up a respectable 2,059, second highest damage in the game. When it came to Kills though, it was the Hellcat who got the most. He got 5 kills, just one short of getting a Top Gun, and then got taken out by that Tiger P with his last shot. And the next high score was the SP1C and the Leo, 3 kills each. And then we got the Type 64, the Super Jumbo, the KV2 and the SU-100 M1 and Tiger P, all with 2 kills piece. But Dr. Dip did get 1 kill at the very least. But when it came to base XP, he was in 3rd place. The high score was the Type 64 with 1021 base experience points. 962 goes to the Hellcat, and then we got 949 for Dr. Dip. The Super Jumbo picked up a Biscucci's. The Type 64 also got a Confederate because he also hit a lot of enemies but didn't get that many kills in the way. Let's have a look at detail. 12 shots fired, 4 direct hits, no penetration, 12 splash. Damage of 2,059 hit points, and all of it was at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 1, that's a 7 difference, and 558 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns, and 44 defense points as well when he reset the cap. On a premium count, he earned 46,163 credits, got 4,893 for holiday ops. So that's a total of 51,056 credits, and after resupply of ammunition took away 39,056 credits. He got 1 bomb for getting the Confederate, 1,423 XP, plus 1,424 for completing holiday ops, and 2,847 altogether. So well done on getting your first mark of excellence in this Arty. I've been actually marking some of the Arty on my other accounts recently, funnily enough, and so I understand that it is quite an achievement when you do get the marks up. I'm desperately trying to increase those marks on the other tanks to get them, or get the other Artys up to the right levels, so I can get the next mark up the line on them. Yes, I've been furiously trying to earn credits as well, because credits means you can move up the scale and get some of the higher tier tanks that are necessary for the game. So very good game for Dr. Dip. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.